All right. This gonna be my first ever YouTube video, you know. And yeah, realized that, it's all seeming to like piece together and come to light because no one is actually coming to save you. I mean, I've been know that, but like, bro, no one genuinely is coming to save you. Like, no one gives a shit. So, might as well do whatever you can with the little time that you have right now. Because 5 years down the line, I don't want to ever regret that I didn't do this, right? So, also, I never thought I'd ever like find myself doing this, but here we are. So we're gonna start off from there, and yeah, this is gonna be like anytime you see me fix up a camera to do something like this, it's gonna be straight yaps, maybe some trade breakdowns here and there. And yeah, strongly because of that, that's just what this is gonna be. We're gonna be very consistent about it. So I'm gonna start with my first trade breakdown today, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes from the rest of it. So this was the trade, the last trade I took on Euro USD. This was on Monday. Tomorrow is Thursday, by the way. So my entire like thought process behind this trade was, of course, I mapped out these like points of like rejection and like also like the low, but like I don't want to like let me see if I could do that on a clean chart. Uh, okay, let me search here. Euro USD. No, let's do this. Okay, so gonna go to when Monday. Perfect, perfect at 8:30. Yeah, that's when I took my trade. So I'm gonna highlight my specific reasons. So how I usually trade is mark out the highs of previous day because that's where there's going to be like enough resting liquidity. Also here, um, that's the low. Then we're also going to mark out the close, right? The close of the previous day. That's where we close, right? Yes. So we're just going to give them like the names. See, that's the low. Okay, my bad. This the low, and this is the what? The highs. Before I got some of those. All right, so how are we able to take a trade? This first of all, trading has to be tailored uniquely to you, right? Your trading style has to be tailored uniquely to how you're able to accept risks. You're able to like, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not. How you're able to accept risks and basically that once you're able to actually genuinely find out that part of yourself, then you'll be able to know the actual things that you're capable of. So my thought process with this trade is obviously they're gonna be, or let me say it like this. How the strategy works is you're gonna look at how price reacts to these specific zones, right? You're just gonna want to see how price reacts to these zones. Also, you're also gonna want to use the concept of turning point and supply and demand. So for example, this type of zone here is a zone where more buys occur, right? Because like it's a turning point for price. Same thing somewhere around here, right? Or this closed zone to be exact. Same thing as the previous day's high. So if we had never even, let's say we're analyzing this previous day, right? And we had already seen that price turned from here. It's because price is more likely to turn when it gets back here again. All this is just engineered liquidity. That's liquidity in the middle of like the range. So this is the starting range that we're working with. Then this range comes here, creates like all this price action here, then eventually sweeps this low, goes back and taps this high, then eventually goes in direction bearish, right? Obviously, there's going to be like higher time frame narrative to all this, but you pick or you're just going to do that. So we've been seeing that this has been a level of previous resistance, and then we eventually broke through here again. Also, one thing I'm gonna want to teach you about is should also inculcate trying to say use your line charts more often. They help a lot more. And yeah, this is me explaining how I took this trade on this day. So on by 7 a.m. in the morning, that's when I usually get on the charts. That's when I do what I want to do. So I marked out this liquidity here. It's not a perfect looking liquidity, right? But this was the trade I took. So you always wanted to look for A plus setups, right? And I used my line chart to be able to see that this was a low, a curve, a turning point from where price would want to like get to, right? So how you trade this is you wait for a liquidity sweep, right? You wait for that low to get counted out. You wait for that low not to get tapped into, but to get taken out, right? And this is just like one of my quicker trade models where I like don't spend up to like 5-10 minutes on the trade. So I'm just gonna take us back to this and show you how that trade was taken. Yeah. So came here, marked out the 15-minute liquidity, then jumped straight down to the 1 minute, right? Took us back to Wednesday. How convenient. How convenient. Okay. So we just go, oh, I love that song. Um, yeah, so well, I'm usually very comfortable taking these type of risks. So you should find out if you are, like if you're able to handle the way price moves on the 1 minute. Because if you trade the 15-minute, right, and you try to like look for trade entries on the 1 minute, it's 15 times the work. Because you're seeing regular charts like where each candle forms for 15 minutes, right? You scroll down to like the 1 minute time frame, it's 15 times the work because each then candle that makes up a 15-minute candle, it's 15. So you just have to be able to piece that together and learn how that could work for you. So as we stated the other time, this was the liquidity that I marked out, right? So I waited for it to get taken out. This is probably the simplest strategy you ever see. It's my strategy, by the way, but like I try to like inculcate it to marking out the highs and the lows of previous day and whatnot. So I waited for this liquidity to be taken out. It's obviously you could also keep this as a zone, like a buy zone. Anytime price gets to a zone around here, it tends to buy. You could have bought from here, could have bought from somewhere here. That's if you're comfortable taking the risk. It would have been stupid because like then it's lower probability, right? See how many pips do you want to catch? This is how many? What? 3 pips. It's not worth it anytime, right? So back to the trade breakdown. This is what we got. So it was this liquidity here got swept, and then we waited, right? Because like then we're just looking for usually like if I was supposed to trade this very like efficiently, right? I'd have waited for a close above or like an inverse fair value gap. That's what like they call it. But like I'm not I'm not that's not I don't know. It's never just like sat with me. The fair value gap thing and all that. It's never just sat with me, and it's okay. That's okay, you know. So how I trade is when I just see enough rejection, right? I can show you like a lot other models in my journal, my Notion journal. But like, let's do that after this. So I love rejection candles, right? Or like this pattern of candles. I also do like a video eventually about chart patterns and like candlestick patterns because like that will help you to be able to understand the market very efficiently too. So one thing that we do with that is we we understand candlestick patterns, right? So we're able to actually know the type of things that could actually give us extra confluences while taking our trades. So as we can see, I saw this first rejection wick, right? Then I'm gonna give you like the sauce, right? Yeah, depends on like the type of trader you are, because now I'm starting to like switch into more I can't believe I've been using like my entire life, my entire trading career, right? I knew about buy stops and like buy limits, sell limits, and all that, but like never efficiently used them. If you're a trader and like you've been able to plan out your trades and the things you want to see and blah blah blah, start using those, right? Market execution, even especially with forex. I mean, I'm still in my forex stage. Eventually, I get to futures for sure, but like that's what this is. So if you're because of the spreads, I was saying something because of like the spreads and what the spreads do to you, and like you enter a position, like it's happened to most of people. I'm sure it's very relatable. So like you want to be using buy limits, sell limits, and all that. That's truly gonna help a lot of things become easier for you, right? So right here, I just use the rejection wicks, and you said the thing about it. Thing about it is you could, for example, even mark out this first rejection, right? Mark this first rejection out and wait for price to come back and retest into, right? Maybe even the midline of the rejection, 50% of like the rejection, right? Place your sell your buy limit, excuse me. Place your buy limit and yeah, target the previous highs. So here I targeted that, and this was a 4-to-1 trade. So I was risking 1.5 pips to make 6.3. It was generally an easy trade, right? And it's just me trying to perfect the strategy and like know how efficient it is and how it works for me too. Cause like now, even the supply and demand or like support and resistance traders know that, oh, this is an obvious buy zone, there's an obvious sell zone and whatever. Like you can even see this wicks like once it gets to like engage with this space above here. I'm sure like this box is something I marked out on the higher time frame. But like that's another confluence. When you see that it's getting to that zone, it's your time to sell. Right? This trade took us like how many? Sorry. This trade took us like let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 minutes. Yeah. We're able to actually get in this trade and get out in 15 minutes. Why does he keep taking me back, bro? So annoying. Yeah, so we're able to spot out this trade and get in and out in 15 minutes. Done for the day, right? And the thing is, right, I've already gone to like inculcate like these type of things into my life, right? Where you actually need to know that one trade, one trade a day is enough. It won't kill you, regardless of like whatever happens. One trade a day, take the trade, win or lose. You're not attached to whatever happens. So that like whatever it is, you take your trade, you're done. You're done for the day, right? Second thing is you pick the specific amount of like trades or like the pairs that you're gonna be trading or like even your specific time. I trade only one session. I trade pre-London, London session, and I take one trade per day, have a fixed risk. That's for you to like develop this form of like consistency. You also like journal a lot of things that happen with you. I haven't journaled that trade. It's been a minute. Been really occupied, but I'm gonna show you like what my journal looks like. Uh, this is exact. So uh, we're gonna install and relaunch. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so this used to be my former trading journal from June. Yeah, all that, but like I created the new one. So, where's that? Yeah, right here. It's on Notion. I could also teach you just surely if you feel like you need to know how to use this. I could also definitely, I'm more than eager to make a video about it. This has been since August, September, October. Yeah, some parts I'm like updated for. Yeah, I didn't trade much in October. Surely didn't trade much in October. Let me show you the gallery format. So, just waiting for it to load. Yeah, so all these are like more like my older trades, like trades I've also come to like learn from, right? But like I'm gonna show you the most recent ones, and I wanted to reflect. Yeah, so this is it. I took this October 16th. Had a bearish bias, blah blah blah. Also won the trade, entry price, blah blah blah. Yeah. So all that you do is you have like the currency, the date, the bias, the session, like all these things should be the things that should be in your journal, right? I'm the type of person like I also prefer writing, like physically writing. That also helps me a lot for sure. But like then being able to keep it digital too, so I could like immediately I'm done or immediately I'm about to like take a trade. I'm also taking like record of me doing it. I don't know why it's not. It's pissing me off. You know? Come on now, shake that shit for that, bro. Don't piss me off, dog. You're joking. Might have to restart this bitch. To be honest with you, you're joking, man. But yeah, let's kind of like low key go through it. So the strategy was liquidity, like confirmation, whereas a liquidity sweep. It's like a retest on the like concept of supply and demand. And people who usually trade supply and demand are like applying support and resistance. They call whenever like a liquidity sweep is about to happen, it's like a fake out for like the rest of the guys, right? Kind of seems like price wants to fully tank, whether to the upside or to the downside, but like then it's a fake out. It's like a hezi, like a like yeah. And I genuinely can't tell you why this shit ain't loading, bro. I can't, bro. But I'm trying to I'm doing my best in all these days. I'm losing my shit right now. But like, yeah, this is what my trading journal looks like. You're also able to like take screenshots and do the likes of this. And surely I'm kind of pretty proud of myself that I'm actually taking the step, right? Or something I never actually genuinely saw myself doing. And I'm definitely looking to be consistent. Can you see the music in the back? That's right. But anywho, yeah, that's basically it for today. I didn't genuinely didn't get to like rant too much today. I'm just gonna like give this a edit, and if you actually liked and enjoyed this, you could do the you could do your due diligence to like and subscribe. I appreciate that very much. Just starting out, and yeah, get to talk to you guys soon. Take care.